You're going to go with this angle. Hello and welcome. Today I am doing the Booktube newbie tag, so let's get started. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I've been a part of the book community for like 8 to 10 years now, and I started out on Goodreads. I was a part of all the groups, was very active there. I had a book blog for a very small amount of time, and then I've been on Bookstagram primarily for the last few years. I watch a lot of Booktube, and Booktube just felt like the natural next step for me. Question number 2 is, what are some fun or unique things you can bring to Booktube? I host the Pages Collective Readathon on Instagram, and I think that's something that I'll do here as well. It is a fun, laid-back readathon, and the entire goal of the readathon is just read slightly more than you maybe would have otherwise. It is a 2-day readathon that I host monthly. We have a page goal for the readathon, so say the page goal is 5,000 pages. Every page that you read goes towards that page goal, and everyone who participates in the readathon, all of those pages go towards the page goal. So it's not really one person trying to read a large number of pages, it's just anything that you read counts. My favorite thing about the book community online is getting to discover new books and talking to people about books and really just sharing our love of books. And I want to make my channel as much that way as possible. I'm going to continue to host this readathon. I want to do read-alongs. I want to do whatever I can to help you guys discover books or have fun reading books together and just really promote that discussion. Number 3 is, what is the question? Number 3 is, what are you most excited about for this new channel? And I think I kind of answered that in question 2. I'm excited to be a part of the community here, to be a part of the discussions. I kind of already am on Bookstagram, but I want to do that on Booktube as well, and really just interact as much as I can with the community here. Number 4 is, why do you love reading? And I love a good story. Who doesn't? I think everyone does. I think even in most of our entertainment medias, stories are really important, and like stories are what bring us together. So I prefer those stories through books, but I also enjoy a lot of other entertainment media. So I love a good story. I like getting to explore new worlds and learning about things maybe I wouldn't have found out about otherwise, and just like really meeting new characters and seeing worlds through those characters' eyes and learning about different perspectives and just like exploring other things that maybe I don't have in my life. Number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? And I don't ever remember not reading. I've basically been reading as soon as I learned to read. I remember we had these like little easy reader books in school that had like 1 word per page, and they had illustrations on them, and they were basically the words that we were learning in school, and I would just like read them over and over, and I'd read them to my sister, and I was like really excited about that. And then I would just pick up any book and be like, can I read these words? And I would just try to read everything. So that's really, I feel like, what got me into reading. I have kind of just always wanted to read, and it's always been something that I have been drawn to. Question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? And I would ask more about the behind the scenes of booktubing. I want to soak up all the knowledge. What is advice for new booktubers? And I just want to learn how to booktube better. Question 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a new booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? I think the 2 biggest things for me is going to be scheduling and filming and prioritizing time for those things. It is winter, it gets dark early now, and I am using natural light for filming. So lighting's kind of important. I'm going to need the sun, as well as just getting comfortable speaking in front of the camera.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? And I kind of already answered that. Basically, as soon as I learned to read, I started reading. Question number 9 is, where do you read? And I'm gonna say for the most part, I read in bed, but I basically read wherever is comfortable. And if I'm listening to an audiobook, it could literally be wherever. It could be while I'm driving, it could be while I'm doing chores around the house, dishes or laundry. So wherever, basically. Question number 10 is, what books do you like to read? Right now, I am primarily reading adult fantasy. I do sometimes still read young adult books, and I enjoy reading middle grade books. I sometimes read science fiction, but I haven't gotten into science fiction a whole lot. And I used to almost exclusively read historical fiction. That was my favorite genre growing up. And I kind of fell out of reading it, and it's something I want to go back to reading. So if you have a favorite historical fiction novel or a favorite science fiction novel, tell me about it below and I will check it out. That's been the Booktube Newbie Tag. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in another video.